Victor Wembanyama, a name that's already reverberating through the basketball world, but who exactly is he, and why is there so much hype around this young star? Imagine a player who combines the height of a towering center with the skill set of a dynamic wing player. Intrigued? You should be, because the rise of Victor Wembanyama has already become one of the most exciting stories in sports today. Have you ever seen a 7'4" player move like a guard, shoot like a forward, and block shots like a center? Why is he already being compared to greats like LeBron James and Kevin Durant? What makes Wembanyama stand out, and why our fans are eagerly awaiting his debut? Growing up in France, Wembanyama was a tall kid with incredible athleticism. If you think he's just another big man with raw talent, think again. Wembanyama is a game changer, a player whose combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ will redefine what it means to be a star in the modern NBA. So why should you stay until the end of this video? Because what you're about to witness is not just the story of an up-and-coming NBA star, but a glimpse into the future of basketball itself. Trust me, if you haven't already been paying attention, now is the time to get on the bandwagon. Let's break down the rise of Victor Wembanyama and see what makes him so special. Imagine a player who stands at 7'4", yet moves like a guard, shoots like a forward, and defends like a center. Victor Wembanyama is not just a basketball player, he's the future of the sport. His name is already on the lips of basketball fans and analysts everywhere. For good reason too. There has never been anyone quite like him before, and there's no doubt that his arrival in the NBA is the beginning of something special. If you're a fan of the game, you don't want to miss out on understanding just how truly unique Wembanyama is and what his rise means for the NBA. Victor Wembanyama's journey started long before he was ever mentioned in the same breath as LeBron James or Kevin Durant. Born in France, Wembanyama grew up in a country that has produced some of the best international basketball talent in recent history. But Wembanyama isn't just another tall guy on the block. From a young age, he displayed a rare combination of size, skill, and fluidity on the court. It wasn't just his height, it was the way he moved, the way he could shoot, the way he could protect the rim. Every team in the world took notice, and the hype grew. By the time he was in his teens, the basketball world was already watching him closely, waiting for the moment he'd make his official mark on the sport. And then came his professional debut in the LNB Pro A, the French League. Wembanyama didn't just play, he dominated. Standing at over 7 feet, it was easy to assume he'd be a typical center. Instead, he showcased skills that you wouldn't expect from a player of his size. He shot the ball with the precision of a guard, handled the ball with a finesse that allowed him to break defenders' ankles, and was an absolute terror on defense. His shot-blocking ability was otherworldly, and his timing on the court made him an immediate sensation. The French League had never seen anything quite like it. But Wembanyama didn't stop there. He traveled the world, playing against international competition, and each time he faced a new challenge, he rose to meet it. But let's talk about Wembanyama's physical attributes for a moment. Standing at 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan, Wembanyama's presence on the court is undeniable. But what's truly remarkable is how agile he is for a player of his stature. His movement looks effortless, his footwork is clean, and his coordination is unmatched. This isn't your typical giant lumbering up and down the floor. Wembanyama can run the fast break, move laterally with ease, and handle the ball in ways most point guards would envy. He's already drawing comparisons to the likes of Rudy Gobert and Kristaps Porzingis, both in terms of his height and his defensive prowess. But Wembanyama's versatility far surpasses that. He's not just a defensive anchor, he can space the floor, shoot from deep, and create his own offense, all of which make him an absolute nightmare for any defender. But what about his playing style? Well, this is where things get really interesting. Wembanyama is the perfect blend of a power forward's physicality and a shooting guard's finesse. He can pull up from beyond the arc like a stretch 4, yet he can take it to the rim and finish with authority like a big man. On the defensive end, his length makes him an elite shot blocker, and he can guard multiple positions on the floor. His versatility is something the NBA has never seen before. Imagine a player who can dominate inside, shoot the three, block shots, and guard the best players from every position on the court. That's Wembanyama. Now let's talk about his journey to the NBA. The build-up to his draft selection was nothing short of a global spectacle. The hype around Wembanyama grew exponentially as he continued to play against top-tier international competition, showcasing his skill set. When the NBA draft lottery came around, all eyes were on Wembanyama's future destination, and the excitement reached a fever pitch. The NBA scouts knew that whoever landed the top pick would get an athlete who wasn't just a generational talent, they were getting someone who could change the entire trajectory of a franchise. And so, when the San Antonio Spurs won the lottery and earned the right to select Wembanyama, it felt like destiny, not just for the Spurs, but for the NBA as a whole. But let's not forget his early experiences abroad. Wembanyama's time playing with Asvel Basket in France and his performances in international tournaments like the FIBA U19 World Cup gave scouts a front-row seat to his development. The way he dominated on the world stage was nothing short of mesmerizing. Wembanyama's maturity on the court belied his age, and his ability to perform under pressure made him even more of an enigma. International media and scouts alike were all eager to see how he'd translate his game to the NBA, and the answer was clear. He was going to be a game changer. Training and development were key to shaping Wembanyama's game. He didn't just rely on his natural gifts. His upbringing in France included rigorous basketball training, and it was clear that from a young age, his coaches knew they were working with someone special. Wembanyama had a drive to improve, and that relentless work ethic set him apart from the crowd. The combination of natural ability, hard work, and elite coaching laid the foundation for what we see now, a player with limitless potential. His highlight reels are already full of jaw-dropping moments. From his gravity-defying blocks to his clutch three-pointers in key moments, Wembanyama has quickly built a legacy of incredible plays. But it's not just about the flashy moments, it's his consistency, the way he dominates every aspect of the game on a nightly basis. His ability to control the pace of a game, whether by scoring, passing, or defending, is what makes him so special. Every time he steps on the court, you get the sense that history is being made. So, what are NBA scouts saying about him? Well, the reviews are glowing. Experts praise Wembanyama for his rare combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ. They believe his game will translate seamlessly to the NBA, and they see him having an immediate impact. Some have even compared him to the likes of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and even Shaquille O'Neal in terms of his ability to revolutionize the game. Wembanyama's potential to change the way basketball is played is something that has NBA analysts and coaches buzzing. But what about the pressure? Wembanyama is already being labeled as a generational talent, which means expectations are sky high. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, but it's important to remember that even the greatest players in NBA history have faced their own struggles and setbacks early in their careers. How will Wembanyama handle the pressure of being the next big thing? His maturity on and off the court suggests that he's ready to embrace the challenge. But the road won't be easy. He'll face adversity, doubt, and critics, just like every great player before him. But if his trajectory so far is any indication, Wembanyama will rise to the occasion. As for his fit with the San Antonio Spurs, it couldn't be more perfect. The Spurs have a long history of developing young talent, and under the leadership of legendary coach Greg Popovich, Wembanyama is in an environment where he can thrive. Popovich's emphasis on team basketball and his ability to bring out the best in his players will help Wembanyama unlock his full potential. And with the Spurs' strong development program, it's safe to say that the future is bright for both Wembanyama and the franchise. Wembanyama's arrival is going to have a massive impact on the NBA. His unique skill set will push the boundaries of what we thought was possible for a player of his size. He'll change the way teams build their rosters and force coaches to rethink how they approach the game. The NBA's shift towards a more positionless style of play is already in full swing, and Wembanyama is at the forefront of that change. He'll be a player who can dominate in multiple roles, and his influence will be felt throughout the league for years to come. Off the court, Wembanyama's personality and marketability are already starting to shine. While his game is what has gotten him to this point, it's his character that will elevate him to global superstardom. He's already becoming a global brand, with endorsement deals and media appearances following in quick succession. Fans will connect with Wembanyama not just because of his incredible talent, but also because of his humble attitude and his passion for the game. Wembanyama's global appeal is another factor that makes him such a unique player. As the NBA continues to expand its reach internationally, Wembanyama will be a key figure in bringing attention to the league in Europe and beyond. His success will inspire a new generation of international players, and it will continue to push the NBA towards being a truly global sport. Now, with all the hype, expectations, and pressure surrounding him, the question remains: can Wembanyama live up to it all? The truth is, it's still too early to say. But if history has taught us anything, it's that the greatest players in the NBA often rise to the occasion. Wembanyama's future is limitless. He has the potential to be a top player for the next decade and beyond. Whether he's leading a team to championships, rewriting the record books, or inspiring the next generation of basketball players, there's no question that his impact will be felt for years to come. So, what's next for Victor Wembanyama? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the NBA is about to witness a new era of basketball, one that is defined by a player who will reshape the game and push it to new heights. Keep watching. The future of the NBA is in good hands. Victor Wembanyama made an impressive alley-oop dunk during a game between the San Antonio Spurs and Memphis Grizzlies on February 3, 2025. Despite the Spurs trailing by double digits in the first half, Wembanyama and rookie Stephon Castle sparked some excitement. Castle threw a pass off the backboard, and Wembanyama completed the dunk with a two-handed finish. Although the play looked flashy, Wembanyama insisted he wasn't trying to show off, but simply working on improving his game. The dunk quickly went viral on social media, adding some momentum to the Spurs' effort to catch up in the game. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more exciting content, make sure to subscribe to the Sports Galaxy Spark channel. Stay tuned for upcoming videos and don't miss out on the latest updates. Hit that subscribe button and join the community for more videos. Thanks for watching.